Hey, Team Synergy. All right, so today I want to talk about the nutritional reset that I put out earlier on email, on social media, and I want to talk to you guys as members specifically to discuss exactly what is that we're going to be doing in this nutritional process. Now, if you've done something like the Quantum Leap or one of those bigger nutritional programs in the past that has athlete and coach check-ins on a weekly basis, that's not exactly what this is. This is a little bit different. So I'm going to walk through the process, exactly how we're going to do it, so you're completely aware of what we're going to do if you are interested in taking part. So in my hand, the very first paper I have here is your in-body test results. Now, behind me is the in-body machine, and the in-body tester is something that we're going to do as the very first step of the nutritional reset process. Now, with regard to the in-body composition analysis, you're going to get information like total body water mass, total lean muscle mass. You're going to get your BMI, which is not that important, your percent body fat, your resting metabolic rate, your percent of, I already said percent body fat, but your skeletal muscle mass and your fat mass, which are going to be the most important numbers that we're going to be using in order to carry forward with regard to creating calories and macro content that might be useful for you. So this right here is going to be our baseline for information that we're going to be utilizing to input into this right here. Now, this is just a print off of something that I use online, but this is the nutritional audit. Now, this is very similar to what was used in Quantum Leap and other nutritional products that we've had in the past as well. You're going to take the information from the in-body test results and you're going to input them into your nutritional audit, and you're all going to get access to this. So what you do is you put your information in. You need to know your body weight, your body fat percentage, and your lean body mass, which is exceptionally important to dictating some of the numbers that are going to come out of that. Based on the Catch-McCardle method, you're going to have your basal metabolic rate, which you are then going to use an activity multiplier to figure out what total caloric load would be your base calorie account. From there, you're then going to make the choice as to how much weight you want to lose per week. And this is going to be based on your total body weight. So it's 0.5, 0.75, or 1% of your entire body weight. Now, most people will instantly say the most, but it kind of depends on what your goals are, where you're starting, and some of the other things that are going on in your life. So we'll discuss that going through the program. But either way, you're going to choose your target weight loss per week. You are then going to take your activity multiplier and your targeted weight loss, and you're going to create your appropriate caloric deficit. So you're going to figure out your caloric deficit based on all the information that's provided. Based on that information, you are then going to then choose different levels of protein, fat, and carbohydrate levels. Now, this is going to be based upon your style of eating. Now, if you're not aware, we're very, very big on what's called the flexible dieting approach, which means I'm not caught up on paleo or certain specific macros from Zone or from Mediterranean or whatever it might be. I really think people need to understand that the focus should be eating whole, nutritious, rich foods as much as possible, and then what percentage you eat of that based on your personal tastes and your desires. We'll provide some baseline information as to how to choose these numbers, but the number one thing we're going to choose is your proper protein intake, because when losing weight and you're in a caloric deficit, it's imperative that you resistance train and you have appropriate protein intake. So we're going to have multiple levels of protein ingestion that you can choose from based on your current eating patterns. Then from there, you're going to choose your percentage of fat that you're going to be utilizing in your macros, and that again is solely based on your desired kind or style, if we want, of eating, okay? Because it's got to be something that matches what you currently do or what you enjoy. Based on that, that will provide us the end levels of carbohydrate content you're going to be taking. That will then be inputted and created. That will give you your caloric loads for your macronutrients, so you have your macronutrient profile, and your total caloric load. Now, what you're going to then be doing is you're going to be using any kind of a nutritional tracker online. We generally use MyFitnessPal, but there are many other choices out there you can use. So if you already use one, totally fine. You're going to then be creating meal plans based on the information that we provide and that you calculate out. The meal plans that you're going to be creating are then going to be used for a period of 2 weeks to track specifically the amount of calories you're taking in. So it's going to be incredibly consistent. Then you're going to be monitoring your weight across those 2 weeks, analyzing how much weight is lost. Based on how much weight is lost and based on the information that we've provided, you now know more information about what your appropriate caloric levels are, as well as your resting metabolic rates. This will then guarantee that you understand the appropriate levels of caloric load for weight loss. Now, We'll have multiple questions while we're going through this, I'm sure, but that is the basic principle of what we're going to be doing in the nutritional reset. And the entire goal is, I think, to just make sure that people understand the appropriate level of calories that are required for weight loss, how weight loss actually works, so what the physiology of weight loss is, and what are the basic principles that you need to know. And then we're going to be applying it. And this program lasts for 2 months, but really it's the first 2 to 3 weeks that are the most imperatives, that you get all your stuff set up correctly. And then from there, you can progress forward with the actual implementation and the application of the information that you have got through the first 2 weeks. Now, this is the basic principle of the nutritional reset. I wanted to get that all to you guys as members, because I'm really hoping that everyone kind of jumps on this and gets involved. I would love to make nutrition a bigger piece of the puzzle of the different things that we offer at the gym right now. Of course, we offer strength training, weightlifting, fitness, high rocks, mobility. And then one of the other aspects of health is going to be, of course, nutrition. So let's make this a bigger component of all the things that we do within our club. So I'll leave it there, guys. You're welcome to email me questions if you want, but thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye.